Yo, I think we are live. Welcome to Married with Issues, where we work through our issues one panel at a time. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did this time. You got it right.
All right.
One panel at a time. So, thank you all for joining us.
Yeah, so
it is a very rare occasion that we are here on time.
Right on time. We were here with everything set up, literally waiting for the countdown. Like we were sitting here for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, which is rare. That doesn't happen often, ever. Hey, DK Comics and Cosplay. Good to see you, Delphia. I'm sure Kachun is there. Hi.
We even most of this week went the way that I normally try and have it for the show. Like we even had.
This is for you, Delphia. I can't wait to get it out to you. I'm not going to show it to you yet because some of it's a surprise, but this is for you. So I'm going to get that out here soon. Soon. Probably next week, next Saturday.
But yeah, I even had the thumbnail made by Wednesday. I had the stream set up the scheduled on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a meeting throughout the rest of the days of the week.
Stay Puff. Good to see you. Good to see you too, NYC.
And and then we had everything in here and we're all set up and literally just waiting for the last few minutes before going live. It was a lot nicer doing it that way instead of
rushing. It was a little nicer, not having to hurry for our own show. So maybe we'll actually be on time next time too.
Yeah, I don't know. This could have been a one-off.
This could be a once in a blue moon occasion that we're on time for our own show.
Right. Yeah, because normally we're a few minutes late. But in case I didn't mention, I'm Solgr only. If you're watching the first time.
Fusha, as always. You guys know me. You know I'm Fusha.
Well, yeah, most of us.
AKA Jess, AKA Fusha.
So yeah, this
AKA the crazy one. Just kidding, I'm not that crazy. Okay, maybe I am crazy compared to that look, you know.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, plead the fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Open fifth.
What the hell did I say? Oh yeah, so this one is issue 52.
Yes.
Which we're gonna do something a little bit later, 52 themed, but this is the one about our favorite interior artists, modern interior artists.
Yes, and I just grabbed a bunch of trades because I didn't know what else to grab.
And I didn't exactly have an exact
Is it a black screen for everyone? That's an interesting thing. I don't know. I would hope not. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's good. Okay. Wait, our comic book store is actually still open, and we went there today and got some new books. We got some of these because they're having a sale, 20% off back issues. So we didn't get too much, but we did go to our LCS today and see them and support them.
Well, that was it. Yeah, because they normally have their March Madness sale, and what they did, they extended it.
Yeah. And they had long boxes that they were organizing for new stuff that they're going to put out. Because what they're doing, since there's no new comic books, they're grabbing back issues from the back of the store and doing fresh comic books to where they're putting the back issues that are in the back of the store is what they're putting out. Mm-hmm. So they're putting out fresh books each time.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah, every Wednesday. So that's what they're doing. Since there's no new comic book day, they're just pulling out more back issues from what they have in back stock.
They're refreshing their stock every Wednesday.
Yeah, refreshing their stock pretty much.
So. Which is kind of cool, which we're going to get into here on one of the...
Super Ross, thanks for joining us as well.
On one of the first things we'll show. I think he's one of the managers.
Yeah. Well, I was going to show it, but I didn't know what your format was. If you wanted to do... what you wanted to do first.
We've showed stuff from him before, but he owns or is in part him and another guy they own but they're Velody Studios, so they have their own books, their own independent.
They're the
publishing.
ones that did Salt City Strangers that we still need to read, but it was really awesome. We go there today and we walk in and he's like, oh, there's a surprise in your hold, and I'm like, ooh, that's exciting, I wonder what it is. And he's just like, well, don't get too excited for it.
Or it's not that great, so let me temper your expectations right off the bat.
Pretty much, yeah. And so then it was even on the house, and it just it's just so awesome that he actually drew this himself, and he said it was to just in gratitude of us being able to go there and support the local shop, because he knows that we go there once a week for the past 2 years. We've been going there, that he wanted to show some gratitude towards us and drew us Doomsday Clock sketch variant with it signed. So it was really awesome, and I love it. Like it's still so cool.
Like, yeah, it's actually the same guy. A little while back, Andy Malin.
He's the same one. When we went to the con last year, and we have the Ant-Man and Deadpool books sketch variants.
Yeah, there are actually our only 2 sketch variants. So we have 3 sketch variants now, and they're all by him.
Yep, that's true. We have 3 sketch variants, and they're all done by him. It's great art. Like, I mean, look at how good that is.
Yeah, I love that.
That's just good.
Yeah, I wonder if he knew how well, probably other than Dr. Manhattan, but Rorschach's probably
one of our favorites.
Like one of my favorite ones.
So that was a nice surprise that we got in our hold today. Because I was like, when they said there was more in the hold, I'm like, but there's no new books. What else would there have been? And so we got his Invincible, and we got this. So this is definitely going to be a wall book here, and probably go up behind the wall where everything else is.
We are thinking of maybe taking down that Marvel canvas and the DC canvas and putting them up elsewhere in the apartment where we're planning on putting some Marvel and DC stuff. And then we'll just put another rack or a shelf up there, and then we'll probably have like more slabs or top-loaded wall books.
Exactly.
Where they're at least top-loaded.
Watching on the big screen in the background while replacing back and boards. That is smart. Works. Yeah. I know. That's what we do with Comigories. When we watch that, we put it up on the TV.
A lot of them. We put it up on the TV a lot more often now.
A lot more often. I still find it hilarious that we couldn't get it to work. The internet wasn't working the first time we tried to put Comigories on, and so by the time we got it to work, it was the Hunters that was on, and the internet was working, but he didn't realize that it was working, so it popped up on my phone that I could put it on the TV, so I hit the button, and he was like, well, what the hell? I didn't do that. What the hell's it doing? It has a mind of its own.
That was when I about ripped the controller in half because I was hurrying trying to get to the batteries because I thought the controller was like spazzing out the TV.
It was hilarious. He thought it was the TV. Like, yeah, he didn't know what it was because it wasn't working at first. And then I was able to get it to work, and I just hit the thing to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing at it. It was hilarious. He thought it was possessed.
So yeah, this one is so it's gonna be the one about our. Oh, I did say the one about our favorite modern interior artist.
Ooh, I'd love to see that, Kavi. He did a
Rorschach
sketch on the same blank recently.
Oh, that same blank, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool. I like how he added your ad here. Mm-hmm. I like that.
And then a little bit later on at the end, we'll kind of just talk about like the new 52 a little bit, just with the theme of this being issue 52 as well.
Exactly.
So, but first, we'll get into some of our.
But speaking of new bags and boards, these ones we rebagged and boarded real quick before the show. But this is some of the finds that we found today because I enjoy going through the boxes that aren't labeled because you never know what you're going to get when you look through them. That you just end up coming across this amazing stuff. And it just, so I didn't even go back to the back issues that are organized. I just went to the back issues that are all random at the time. Some of them are random. They're working on organizing them a little bit, but it's a lot of work. Yeah. But I did find 1 through 4 of Batman Detectives, the Mud Pack.
Yeah, this story arc in Detective Comics. Yeah. Which I'm really looking forward to reading, actually.
I am too. Yeah, these ones we had to rebag and board because the bags and boards were just a little old, but we got 604, 605. It's
Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle.
Yeah. So we marked these off of our thing. So then 605 off our detective list. Yeah. 606.
And speaking of checking off lists and detective, that's actually what I have right here that I'm going to be getting to when you're after these.
See, so it's that one. That's a cool cover. I like that. The Ghost of Robin.
I mean, all these covers are dope, but that one.
Yeah. And then the last one is part 404. So it's Detective Comics, the Mud Pack.
Yeah,
story arc 1 through 4.
Yeah, Super Russ said that's a cool story.
Yeah, see, I'm super stoked to read it soon because I came across these, and when I came across them, they weren't quite in order. They were like it was like 1 and 3, and then 4 and 2.
Were they all together, or were they separate?
They were separated by one book, but they weren't in order. So it was like 1 and 3, and then 4 and 2, or something like that. or vice. It was something along those lines, to where like I saw the first one and I'm like, it wasn't until I saw the third one that said third part of 4, and then I saw the fourth one of 4 and noticed all 4 of them. So we got all 4 of the Detective Batman mud packs, and I'm super stoked to read it.
Yeah, so speaking of tech and checking off lists.
Hey, Matt, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We actually made it on time to our own show.
Yeah, hey, brother, what's going on? So, yeah, I finally got the last, what was it, like 3 issues I needed.
Yes.
Of the
Detective Comics current run.
Yeah, of the Tomasi. So, starting with 1001. I still have to read issue 1000, which we have like 10 different ones of. So
yeah,
I'm sure I got that covered to read. But so I finally filled the gaps on that. So I'll finally be able to actually read this now.
Yes.
Going up to 1020. I don't know. Or no, I think we have 1021 out there. And I think that's the most recent. I don't think 1022 came out yet.
And I'm a little disappointed in League of Comic Geeks. I use them for my cataloging all of our books, and they sent me an email about my weekly pickups and my pull list, and I'm like, those aren't coming out. I was looking really forward to reading those.
I know, you damn tease.
And now I can't read them. Yeah, that was my emotion, was like, you tease, being so rude, showing me these new books that would have came out if they came out, and I'm like...
So, as we said at the beginning, I was surprised that this had came in already.
This was another thing that was in our hold, which is why when you said there's some new stuff in our hold, I'm like... Yeah,
this was
I forgot we ordered that.
So, I mean, and this was after, social distancing and quarantine and all these other words, became a common,
we forgot to see if Sally's was open.
We did, didn't we? Yeah, we did forget about that. But, so yeah, he was able to special order it. So I've been meaning to get into this for a long time. And this actually kind of fits somewhat to what we're getting into later with our favorite modern interior artist. Mm-hmm. Because hometown hero Ryan Otley, hometown guy to us,
did Invincible.
I don't know how he wasn't on my list, so I kind of put him in a honorable mention because I kind of forgot about it. But he is one of my favorite interior artists, and as you found out last night, it's on just a side note real quick, but those top 5s are hard to put together.
The top 5s are hard. You know what he kept making me do last night is he's like, okay, what are your top 5 interior artists? And I'm like, well, I like this one and this one and this one and that one. And he's like, now put them in rank. I'm like, but no, I can't put them in rank. I like them all. And I tried to put them in rank, and I couldn't do it.
It's hard narrowing it down to 5, and then it's hard putting it in the rank. But I digress. We're getting to that eventually. Yeah. We'll get to that. But
and then this one I did find in the random issues too, and I love this cover. It is so beautiful, and it's going to my I was able to check off a few from my hunt list, but I was able to find Green Arrow 58. And that cover is just so beautiful. Like, the light doesn't do it justice on this, but it's awesome. And it's issue 58, so it is Grell. And he's one of my favorite artists overall.
He's definitely your probably like favorite cover or favorite artist.
Yeah, because he did a recent sketch variant cover to Green Arrow, but other than that, he hasn't been doing like interiors or anything. Yeah, I do still like Grell.
Well, I mean, also like
I almost said Garrel.
He hasn't
done. I realized it's Grell.
He hasn't done like any interiors modern, like more modernly. Because we are planning on doing this like creator series where, I mean, at first we were thinking of doing it every show for a month, a different creator series thing, but we're just going to be separating it out. So like next episode might not have something, but then 2 episodes down the line we might have like our top 5 like cover artists. Or
I was gonna say, Puff, that DGC that you got that Steve gifted to you, like that was awesome. That and I love how D-Runk's been doing those. I really almost want to get one too. I just haven't decided on like what book or anything, but it's really awesome that D-Runk George is doing those little slab type
the
DGC
stuff. Yeah, because I know what we I'm sure plan on getting some down in the future for sure.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I would love to get a DGC. Like, those are really cool. And seeing your post, I need to respond to that tag. But no, that was an awesome book with Ghost Spider, and then I had like the Ghostbusters. Like, that was just great. I loved it. So way awesome. Congrats on that book.
So this one was actually it was a wall book behind the cash register, and then I had him put it in our hold because I noticed it after we had paid one time and we were like on the way out, and I just told him like drop it in the hold and we'll pick it up in the future. But
which we actually cleared out our hold, and it's weird. We don't have anything in our hold right now.
Empty now. Yeah.
For the first time in like years, it's completely empty.
Yeah. So here's it's Green Lantern 88. And it was like a special surprise issue that they did right between 87 and 89 of the Green Lantern Green Arrow.
Yes.
When that was going on. And it's a classic Neil Adams cover. And and what it does, it actually reprints, I think, several. I don't think it's just one story, but I think there's multiple stories it reprints, including Green Age. Holy cow.
Green Egg.
Golden Age, Green Lantern.
Golden Age, not Green Egg.
I said Green Age.
It sounded like you said Green Egg.
Green Eggs and ham?
Yeah. Like Sam I Am.
No, you can't have my green eggs and ham.
I do not want them on a bus. I do not want them in a train. I do not like green eggs and ham. Good old Sam I Am. Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. I love that quote from
that is a good one, actually.
That one's one of my favorites. Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
There's some
really good stuff.
Gil Kane goodness, looks like Green Lantern 166.
Yeah, this one I found, and I was like, hey, I know it's gonna want that, so we got it.
Yeah, and for white cover, I mean, it does have a little bit of like, it's hard to see, but a little bit of water damage.
But it's still good,
but it's
decent
still,
copy. Like,
yeah, I'm not too big of a.
We're really not too big of snobs when it comes to the condition of books, because there's some of them where it's like no grade is better than.
Low grade is better than no grade.
Yeah, low grade is better than no grade is what it is, and it's like some of them I like them like that though, because it's just like they've been enjoyed, they've had
read,
story,
they've been loved, yeah.
They've like it's really like cool to come across those.
One of my favorite books like that we have is our oldest Daredevil we have, and it's I think it's Daredevil 16.
Yeah, it is our oldest, and it's so worn,
it's so beat up, but it's so beautiful, so awesome.
I love how it looks. And so I did come across a bunch of these, right? I did come across a bunch of these, but we ended up only getting the one, because we don't have too much of this series, but we kind of want to get more of it. But I really loved this cover, and I had to get it, so we got Defenders.
Yeah, I do want to put more of this of like the original Defenders.
And I did my nails. See, they're a different color.
I like that color.
Defenders. So this is a cool one that we found, and I really wanted to get it.
It's a good cover too.
Yeah, it is a really good cover. So we picked that one up today. And we have very little Defenders, but I like the original Defenders, even though I still enjoyed the Netflix Defenders. It's cool. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I do like that Defenders team a lot too. The Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica, Iron Fist, that one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the originals, a little bit better. It's such a unique team because you have like Hulk, Doctor Strange, Silver Surfer. Like you kind of have somebody.
True.
They're really different. You have a powerhouse like the Hulk. You have a sorcerer.
Yeah.
In Doctor Strange.
Matt has a good question. He's asking, what are you guys hunting this year? I am about 42 or 41 issues away from having the full Catwoman Balent run. I have like 1 to 33.
That's a big one.
And then the other one I'm hunting is the Gorel, which is like 1 to 100. It goes up to I think 150.
That was a big one.
Yeah, Gorel goes up to about 150, and I have up to 1 through 30, but I have a few fillers that I don't have, like 24.
Like that one's like 58.
I was able to find 25, but I haven't found 24, or vice versa. I found 25 and haven't found 24. I just know I love the two covers, and I know why it's harder to find. But those are like the main ones that I'm hunting. when it comes to like runs. But there is like one of my 2020 list books is the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man, because I have a first appearance of Scott Lang,
Yeah.
but I don't have the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
Isn't it like Marvel Premiere?
I wrote
we have his second appearance, so remember we did get that. We have his second appearance as Ant-Man.
Yeah, we do have a second appearance, but not.
I want to say it's Marvel Premiere 48.
I think it is. I don't have it written down.
Don't quote me, but I think it's Marvel Premiere 48.
I have it written down somewhere, but I have a terrible memory.
I do too.
But that's like one of them that's on my hunt list. So it's like the Catwoman and Green Arrow books are mainly what I'm hunting.
Run-wise.
Run-wise.
My big one is Spawn. Working on getting all my Spawns back.
Yeah.
Because I used to have a full run up until the current point, like back in the day. But
which reminds me, the book that the Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 70 that NYC gifted me. I noticed we have a 75 years celebrating Selena Kyle hardcover, and we discovered that issue is in that 75 years of Selena Kyle. So I'm like, ooh, yay, I can read the story and
without
touching the book. And so I've been super stoked on reading that, and I went through and found some of them that we do actually have, like some of the covers at the stories that they have, because they also have the first Catwoman her miniseries 1 through 4, where it's the first issue. And so some of the ones that are in the book of 75 Years of Catwoman,
we have a lot of the classic covers.
We have a majority of those already, so that was really cool to find.
It's cool. I know. I didn't realize they were all collected in that. I mean, I knew we had that 75 Years of Catwoman.
47. That's what it is. 47.
Marvel Premiere 47. So the one we have is 48.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking it was 48, and the one we had was 49. But okay, so it's 47, and then the one we have is 48. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
That's right.
And then before we got derailed, you were going on about Daredevil.
Oh yeah. So this was like
we get so sidetracked, guys. It's a miracle we get anything done.
So squirrel brain. This is it's an annual from '89. It looks like so Daredevil annual.
'89 was a good year.
It says 4, but I think his annual should be a lot farther in than number 4 by '89. Like. That can't be right, but
that might be right, because annuals were a little farther apart.
They weren't annuals, so crazy about doing them every single year until later on, I guess, probably. Huh?
And maybe. The older annuals, there's like usually 20 issues between them. At least 10 issues. I could be wrong. It's at least 10 issues between annuals compared to the ones that we've already collected.
Yeah, it's even guest starring Dr.
From
Strange
what I've seen in our
category.
And our cataloging. My hair's super poofy because it's like
pages on that one.
Be careful, man.
Yeah, just one fell.
Watch yourself.
Ooh, yeah. Since this fell, I'll show it real quick. I was stoked on this.
It is an awesome cover.
Some of that George Perez. We need to work on.
He had a cover. You could use that as a Kamigori. Pieta cover.
His eyes are closed.
I was watching Kamigori's last.
But it's Wonder Woman number 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that Wayne. I almost mispronounced Rain. Like I went through speech therapy just so I could pronounce my R's and then to have relapse. What a shame. No, I'm kidding. But no, the Rain cover that you did on Kamigori's, the one I would have done would be the Jim Lee variant to Batman 50, where it's like Catwoman and Batman, and they like have their heads like right next to each other with the rain. Like I would have totally done that one if I was on the show. Like that one would have been a good one.
Yeah, you know what went across my mind?
That was the first one that popped in my mind when you said Rain cover. I'm like, oh, I would have done that one.
That one immediately came into mind too, but that one and also that recent Joel Jones cover.
Yes, that one is good too. Yeah.
Which it was like, it was the same issue where Selena had her new. I love that new costume that Joel Jones designed. It's a throwback to her golden age and the dress.
That's often what I do when I watch Kamigori's. Is I think of what books I would have done.
Oh yeah.
It's just involuntary. It's just like every time I watch Kamigori's and I see, I'm like even thinking of which ones I would do, and then it's like, oh, that's a good one too, or oh, I didn't think of that one, but Yeah, Pieta cover would be a good Kamigori, because
for some reason I was thinking they had done it though, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe you guys haven't, but for some reason
I would have been able to sell it. I would have been able to. No, I'm kidding. Maybe not.
That's what I love about it. I mean, God, recently they had it in the 9.8 category.
Yeah.
J-Hood won on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't it? I think it was J-Hood that won.
I think it was J-Hood that did it, yeah.
And it wasn't even a 9-point slab.
It wasn't even slabbed.
Yeah, it wasn't slabbed, because really a 9.8 is only a grade.
It's just a grade. I mean, it was clean, crispy as hell. So, I mean.
One of these days, we're going to have to be on that show.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Honestly, that show is so awesome, and it's such an awesome like concept for like a comic like competition kind of show thing.
Yeah.
Like I could see that getting so big. Like I could see it getting huge.
She was a good referee, filling in for John.
Where was I?
I missed the first half
because I missed that.
You were at work, and I was at work. It was. When you watched it. Yeah. I had gotten off at like 6 that day, so like while we were slow, I had it on my phone, and I had like the volume down low, and then when I get a call, I would turn down the volume and then work on the call and then look back at it. So I had to catch the first half on replay, but near the end is when I was able to actually enjoy it, because I got off at like 6:30 that day.
It was on earlier that day.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. So I missed, I think I got off at like 6 that day, because I think I did EDOC. Yeah. But we did find some more Marvel team-ups. And so we got Marvel team-up Spider-Man and Vision.
Yeah, this is another thing we kind of fell backwards into collecting.
Yeah. And I mean, like, that corner is missing, but it's still okay, because it's like, it's still a decent copy of the book. And I've actually become a sucker for these team-ups.
They're awesome, yeah. I mean, I've always liked them.
Books. Yeah.
I mean, the only one we had was the black suit one, the Spider-Man and Daredevil, the 141.
Yeah. So we just kind of stumbled upon collecting these, and we've been getting them more.
Well, it was when our LCS gave us all those free ones.
Another cool rain cover be Batman. Yeah, see, that's the one I would have done, Russ. Yeah, that's the one I would have done.
That's right. Yeah, it's the Jim Lee one. Yeah.
And then speaking of one of these days, we are going to do a couple exhibition match. I can't read.
A couple exhibition match.
I was gonna message you guys anyway. We're trying to get 4 couples to compete. I'm down.
Oh.
I am down. Married with issues. We'll do it.
Yeah, we are so down.
We'll just have to take down some of our wall books, and like, because we were even talking about like how we have so many stacks out in the living room.
Yeah.
That if we do those, we would have to like just file them.
Yeah.
Have them in here ready, and then put them back out there, because there's so many out there that it's like, if it's not in this, we wouldn't get it in enough time. So, but yeah, we will totally be down, because that would be fun.
Yeah, because how we live streamed on Instagram, it was Instagram Live. We did our full like apartment tour or whatever.
Yeah.
I still want to kind of like reshoot like a pre-recorded to put on YouTube too, though, because we need to have it on YouTube.
I do too, because I didn't realize when I did the live stream on Instagram that I was going so fast, and that I should have slowed down
a little bit. I mean, yeah.
It's a force of habit. I can't help it. I don't know why I just go like Speedy Gonzalez. It's what I do. Just slow.
Woosah.
Go with the flow.
So yeah, speaking of what we're kind of working on, we need to look into our collection to see what ones we have.
Yes.
But I really want to finish this story arc. I'm pretty sure I don't think we have all of them, but I think we might have another 1 or maybe 2.
I think we might
already.
We'll find out afterwards when I actually catalog them. But we did find a couple team ups, so I got more to show.
Spider-Man 18. So it's the part 1 of the Revenge of the Sinister Six.
Yes, Revenge of the Sinister Six.
So Spider-Man and oh my hell,
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Yeah, I just like totally brain farted on it.
That's a good cover too. I really love that book.
Yeah.
And then we also got Spider-Man Iron Man team up.
Ooh, I love that one.
This one is really good.
Especially just because of like with the MCU, you know, the dynamic and the relationship that they put between Iron Man and Spider-Man.
I really like these team ups. They're perfect for Team Up Tuesday. Like I'm getting so many Team Up Tuesday books.
They're built in.
The shattering conclusion of the saga of the Wraith.
And I think
Chaos in the Court.
I think there was like 150 of those or something too.
Yeah, there was 150 of these. We're actually getting quite a collection because I know Rod collects the Marvel team-ups too, and I totally see why. Like, it's so cool that he collects all of those. I think he has almost all of them.
I know. I was just going to say that. Yeah. I'm curious. I kind of want to see how far he is on that because I know he was getting close, I think.
He was getting super close.
Yeah.
And then we got Spider-Man and Wonder Woman team-up.
Wonder Man,
my bad.
Wonder Woman's DC.
Yeah, my bad.
I know.
I have a moment. We all have our moments.
No, honestly, when
Wonder Man.
Whenever I see Wonder Man, I say Wonder Woman a lot too.
Yeah.
I do that a lot on that.
Yeah.
Because Wonder Man, I mean, he's not. I mean, he's a known character in the Marvel universe and stuff, but
Wonder Man.
But when you see his name printed, you always want to just kind of say Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Just because it's only missing 2 letters. And Wonder Woman, really especially us, we read a lot more Wonder Woman than
and Wonder Woman's a much bigger character that whenever you see Wonder, you're like almost automatically gonna go to Wonder Woman. Yeah. So it's an honest mistake.
Yeah, I've done that quite a few times.
Yeah.
So here's Spider-Man 19. So that's the part 2 of. Or
it's like how I was having you type in
Revenge of the Sinister Six.
It's like when I was having you type in the names for my giveaway that I'm gonna do after the show. I mixed up the words of shadow, and he's like,
"It was
wait,
2 letters. It was the O-W."
Yeah.
You said W-O twice, and I'm all W-O, and you're all yeah, and then you looked again. Oh no, like, O-W. No.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm a special kind of special, guys.
You would confirm like 3 or 4 times, like yeah, it's shadow was S-H-A-D-W-O.
Yeah.
Like Shadwo.
I'm a special kind of special, guys. Like it's legit.
I mean, I kept like, you're sure? Like,
yeah.
Here's 23. So that's the conclusion. So we have parts 1, 2, and 6. And like I said, I know, I'm pretty sure we at least had 1 already. We need to check the collection. And speaking of which, how you were saying these covers, Eric Larson, one of my favorite Spider-Man artists. Probably. Yep. Well, yeah, him and McFarlane, probably like some of my favorite, like my 2 like more modern Spider-Man artists.
Yeah. And then the last team-up one we found was Marvel team-up Spider-Man and Human Torch.
Ooh, Russ is going to love these next 3 I have. I was actually thinking of them as soon as I saw these.
That was the last team-up one that we found. So we're getting quite a collection of these.
Oh, yeah. That Human Torch one.
And I don't think that's good position. Where the flame's coming. I just noticed that.
I just noticed that too. It's kind of like
where that flame is coming out. Like, yeah. I didn't notice that at first, but hey, it's a team up Human Torch one, so it's good.
Dodged it.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting about that too is like,
well, he dodged it, but yeah.
I mean, Peter Parker and Johnny Storm were like best friends. I mean, Spider-Man took his spot on the Fantastic Four. Yeah. As like a promise to Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
So yeah,
these ones looks like it's coming out of his butt.
I was definitely thinking of thinking
fire.
of Russ. Yeah, and Matt even said Superman.
Superman.
So here's 77, Funeral for a Friend, number 8. I love this cover.
Yeah. I was gonna turn it around for you.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
That's one I did find.
Yeah, you found this one too, like right off the bat. This is one of the first ones.
I like that sticker on the back.
That's what I was just looking. I didn't notice that. This like circular sticker.
You come across some odd stickers sometimes.
But I love that. Superman 77 cover and 78. So the Rain, the blue one. Mm-hmm. I know Russ has this one up on his wall in the back.
There was one that we recently got that it's the poly bag and it's black and
red.
Yeah,
I finally got my black bag. Superman.
Yeah, black bag.
I mean, I had one originally back in the day,
but
from back when it came out, but like it was another one of those things I had to re-get for sure.
Yeah.
And then Back from the Dead, The Adventures of Superman 500.
Those other 2 he found, but I found that first one. Yeah.
Yeah, this one, it's weird because it's raised, but it almost looks like it should be like holographic.
Or like embolded or embroidered.
Embossed. Yeah,
embossed.
It's not even really embossed. Like it's raised on the edge.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's kind of a trip. I haven't really seen.
Like right here is where it's raised, like on the square.
But it almost looks like that this should be like lenticular or not lenticular or hologram.
Hologram. That'd be cool.
Like the X-Men ones they did.
Yeah.
But it's not. Or it almost looks like it might be like 3D.
Yeah. So those were the pickups that we found today, and this one is still so awesome. I want to show it again. Like, it is just so awesome. And it was gifted to us by Andy, our one of the guys that works at our local LCS. And so it's just, it's really awesome. Those are the books that we found today on our pickups.
See, and I'm trying to remember. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn this number, like in the, oh hell, this is like backwards right here in the diamond thing. Isn't that like the number of the like Death of Superman, like story arc number? Like that's 11. The other one there was like 14.
No, these ones are 77.
No.
Oh, 10.
10.
Yeah.
And then this one's 11. That one's 14.
14, yeah.
If I remember right, I think it was like the kind of like the part number, of the like the Death Superman part.
Yeah.
If I remember right, I could be wrong. Because I remember in the first appearance of Doomsday one, it has I think 1. And then it had Roman numerals next to it, and the Roman numerals was like the printing number. If it was like, and I think that book went to like 5 or 6 printings.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like the 5th or 6th printing. That's like really rare that I've seen like go up in value recently.
Yeah. But those are our pickups.
Yeah, I think
our finds.
Yeah, that was.
You got
awesome.
your stack all over in a mess.
Yeah. What else is new?
I'm OCD. Mine are like nicely piled.
Well,
and like,
I mean, mine are somewhat. I mean, I have them separated in stacks between.
Yes.
Like the different, some of the different stuff. So yeah.
See, and this is the part that he was trying to get me to put them in order, and I can't do that. I can't. I love what I love, and there's some of them I can put above others, but I can't have a definitive number 1. I have like a top 5.
It's hard,
but it's number 1 through 49 in the triangle each year in the 90s Superman books.
Oh, okay, so the 90s Superman books. Okay,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't just kind of like the Death of Superman saga kind of thing. It was just for that kind of that era.
He's all trying to have volume. Me because Sandy Kate is one of them, of my favorite artists, like her interior artists, like because I have the 3rd trade to Monstrous. See, so it's like, and it's a really good story. Alec and John did a really good book review on it, and I agree with a lot of what they said. It is more that you want to pay attention to when you're reading it, and some of it, there's been moments where I'm reading it and I'm not sure I remember what happened in the first one, and I'll kind of read over the recap. But at the same time, I noticed like if I just keep reading, it ends up coming back to me, and then it like the dots kind of connect. But yeah, they did this one on their book club, and not this particular issue. They did the first trade paperback. But I love Santa Decade's art. It is so beautiful. It's just like incredible.
It's so unique too, and so original. Like you can see her work and just you know it's her.
You just know right off the bat that it's Santa Decade. And I really love. See, and that's her dad. Well, no, not that one's not her dad. My bad. But her dad is in this.
Yo, Countdown Strange, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Countdown Strange, thanks for joining us. So it's like Santa Decade is one of them that I definitely had to do for mine.
One of your top ones too, for sure. I'm sure.
My chair's turning on its own.
Even
my legs are folded underneath me.
I mean, I'm a big fan of her work too, and I even when we come across some of her, I mean, obviously she does most of the covers to Monstrous too, but when you come across her rare, somewhat rare other title covers, like the War of the Realms #1 variant up there, and then she's actually been doing the cover run on that Spider-Man, the Gamerverse Spider-Man story that's going on right now. I can't remember the name of it.
There's Kippa. I love that cover with Kippa right there.
And not to mention, I don't know if they mentioned it at all during that. I don't think they did during the book club, but they could have, and I could have missed it. But
Kippa. I love Kippa. She's so cute.
Marjorie Lou and Santa Decada and Monstrous. They cleaned house at the Eisners.
They did clean house on the Eisners.
They won, not just nominated, won 5 different Eisners.
Yeah,
this last year.
Yeah, we're just going over what our top interior artists are.
We just barely started this segment.
Yeah, but Monstrous, I love. It's a really good read. It's really complex. There's a lot going on, but it's still just captivating to me. Like when I read it, I get sucked in, and there's like so much going on with the war and between races, really. But it's just the art is. Oh, I love Santa Decada's work.
And for me,
so that's probably one of my top 3.
I'll just start with my number 1 for sure. I mean, it's probably no surprise to anyone. But,
yeah.
And when some of my favorite stuff that I own,
Spawn.
Yeah, here's Todd McFarlane.
See, but that's what makes it so hard. Is one of my like top people is Joelle Jones. Joelle Jones interior and Joelle Jones cover art is just so beautiful, but I can't necessarily put Santa Decada above Joelle Jones, but I can't put Joelle Jones above Santa Decada because they're just they're like such different art styles, but I love them both. Like they're so incredible.
That's the hard part about it.
Yeah, that's why I just kind of be a rebel compared to him. Tell me to put it in a rank. I'm like, no, I'll just still put it in the top 5.
And I mean, and I've talked about these
Spawn hardcovers.
Yeah, these oversized hardcovers that are just
they're beautiful.
They're so good. Like the page quality on them is incredible. And
and that Batman
book? I mean, my top like 2 or 3 artists, I mean, could kind of be debated, if they're modern or whatever. But I mean, this is only in the 90s. I was kind of trying to keep it, like if they had any kind of regular interiors in the last like 20, 25 years or anything.
I forgot to say, it says free full color Batman mini poster inside. The poster is still in here and it looks awesome. The poster in this is really cool. So, yeah. I meant to say that when I showed the book last time, but it's awesome.
A Brave Over one.
Yeah, because you had the Joelle Jones book, didn't you?
What did I do with that?
I could have sworn you had the Joelle Jones book.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is one of my other top favorites is Joelle Jones, because I mean, like even just her interiors are awesome on Lady Killer. Her interiors in general are just so like beautiful.
Okay, so for my number 2, we'll go Jim Lee. Here's the absolute all-star Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder. And I would unfold it, but there is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in comic books, probably. When he did the Batcave. It just doesn't end. It
like folds out like 6 different times, and it's beautiful.
It is.
It is so gorgeous.
You can seriously just stare at it, the whole thing, and get lost in it for hours. And I put up a story on Instagram once of like a close up, kind of like panning across it. And I mean, if there was a way to unfold it, but like it seriously goes out.
You'll have to take a picture. You would have to post it.
I might have to post it again or something.
Yeah. And then another favorite of mine, should be no surprise to everyone, is Mirka Andolpha. I really love her art. She did some of the DC bombshells that I have collected in trades, and then I really love her art on Mercy. But this is where I really fell in love with her, is on Natural. Like Santa Decada is just so beautiful. Like, I love her art. It is so good. And she goes live on Instagram a lot during the week that I love. That page isn't appropriate to show. This one is.
Yeah, she does do a lot more
yeah. See, so it's just like some
like
of her
erotic shit too.
Yeah. It's just, I love her art style. It's just so beautiful, and like I love how it's like cartoonish, but it's see, I love that cover where it's Leslie, and like she's just one of my favorites. See, but I can't necessarily put Mark Randolph above Joelle Jones or Sana Takeda, but they're just they all have such a different art style, and I just love them all so much.
Yeah,
they're the ones I like the most. So yeah.
So my third one, Greg Capullo, yes. For sure. This is so this is his. You're good, Matt. This is Spawn 16. This is his first cover on Spawn. So this was after. So he took over X-Force from Liefeld, and then when he was working on that, he I actually heard it on an interview from a podcast from Greg Capullo. It was a podcast interview with Greg Capullo, and he said he was working at Marvel on X-Force, comfortable, and McFarlane, who had just started Spawn, about a year earlier, calls him and says, like come over here and work on Spawn. And Capullo's like, no, like I'm good, because Spawn, this was only like a year later, kind of still an upstart.
Right.
And I guess McFarlane called him a pussy and hung up on him. Mm-hmm. And then a little bit later, they somehow obviously worked it out or whatever, and Capullo went over there and then actually worked on the Spawn for like 8 or 9 years. So
yep. Capullo was awesome.
Yeah. And
beautiful work.
Some of his seminal work is the New 52, which we're kind of going to get into later, that he did with Snyder on Batman, which I'm actually rereading the trades on.
Another one of my favorites is Postal. Deliverance isn't as good as the original stuff, but he actually got me all 7 trades, all 7 volumes of Postal. And the interior artist on these ones was Isaac Goodhart. I love this art. Yeah, the interior artist was Isaac Goodhart. But it's just, I love his interiors. I really like them. I think they're good. And it's like, it's just, I like the way that he draws. I like the lighting. I like,
yeah, like the cleanness of it, and that crispness of it kind of reminds me a little bit of another interior artist that I like a lot, and it's in my honorable mentions though, is Salvador LaRocca.
Yeah.
I love his interiors too.
And just like even that, like,
it just kind of reminds me of it, just that like cleanness and that. Yeah.
I would probably reread these. I really enjoyed this series. I thought it was good. Deliverance is still good. It's just the art is slightly different than what it was on these 7 volumes. I'm pretty sure Isaac Goodhart did all the 1 through 7.
Because on Deliverance, well, I was going to say, did they renumber? But it's like it's a new title because it's got a subtitle.
Yeah, it's Postal Deliverance, but it's still good. But I kind of like the original stuff a little more. The 1 through 7 is what I really enjoyed. But Isaac Goodhart, I feel like he's underrated because his art is good.
Yeah, I based off of this, I think I agree. It looks really good, and I haven't really heard him too much. So
yeah, I love his art. Like it's good.
I definitely need to start reading that series soon. Also, another thing, because Brian Hill, we both became pretty big fans of Brian Hill's writing in the last year.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of which, I finally did start reading Batman and the Outsiders, and I don't know how I've been putting it off for so long. I finally read the first 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, and that series is really good. I'm gonna have to get all the ones that are out so far, and then probably put it on the pull list. Probably. Yeah, because so far it's really good.
He is. He's hooking me. I'm spoils me.
It's like stuff like, I know you want that you would like, but it's not like you hinting or asking for it, or
it's most often surprises. Usually, he spoils me. Whenever he gets the chance, he does. But it works out because I spoil him too. Yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
It definitely goes both ways for sure.
Yeah. We spoil each other. we're grown children. Our budgeting is getting better, but we still spoil each other with it. So
yeah, when we can. So my number 4, it was on your list too, Joelle Jones for sure.
Yeah, and I did show that.
Especially in that Lady Killer, like, oh my god. I mean, when we kind of reviewed Lady Killer a little bit, I mentioned
it was so good.
Like how her Catwoman stuff is awesome.
And we did show some of her interior.
But her Lady Killer stuff is
good.
You could tell.
So good.
You could tell she probably had, a little bit more time. Like, time isn't quite as, like DC, like deadlines. I'm sure a lot more. They're a lot more strict on deadlines than like Image or anything like that.
And then my last one is like a given because I'm currently collecting his whole entire run. But again, I can't put them in order because I love them all. So honestly, my top 5 is just my top 5 in no particular order. Even though he wrote it down to who would be number 1 and 2 and 3, I can't do it because I mean, like the last one, of course, is Balin from his Catwoman run. I love it, and so I have the first volume. Where's the page? Yeah, see. Like, I just love his art on this.
Yeah, because honestly, we could do a top 15, 10 or 15. We do a top 10 or 15 in any given day. Those 10 or 15 can be my number 1.
Exactly.
It's even creatives. That's why I wanted to kind of do this like creator series. Even creatives, it's almost as hard as picking your favorite heroes or villains even.
It really is, yeah.
Like
it's not easy.
Like if I had to, gun to my head or whatever, like heroes, Batman would actually probably be like number 1.
Yeah.
Probably like Batman, Deadpool.
This one still has my bookmark in it from where I left off on reading it, but see, I know. Look at that, just the color, the use of color and the art, like.
Yeah, and I hope that they do a third book. Keep that, because these came out recently, and they've only done 2 so far. And if they're doing all of Balin's stuff on it, they got a lot more to go. So
yeah,
and it's kind of been a while since book 2 came out. So I kind of hope they keep it.
See, it's just so good. And I noticed that this one or the one before is the first appearance of Cypher, but if you notice, oh god, see, even that's just beautiful. Look at that.
I love older classic stuff like that when it's collected in like a trade or hardcover or something like that, because it's that old
because I think
classic
it's either,
art, but usually on different page quality, and it just looks so good.
It's either 8 or 9 is our first appearance. Oh, I think it is 8 actually. Yeah, because this is the last page of issue 8. Yeah, see, so it is issue 8 is our first appearance. But I love Balin.
Yeah, that's probably like her cameo.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Matt said I agree. That's why JP says I have 25 characters in my top 5.
Exactly.
Honestly, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I would be the same. Yeah.
I can't do it.
It's hard, and that's why I like that we have a segment that we do every now and then. Like the top 5.
Yeah, because it's like I can put them all into a top 5, but I can't put them above the other because they're so different from one to the next that it's like they're one in each style.
Like
for what I like.
Like how I put McFarlane at 1 for me is just. Because that's like my favorite creator. Yeah. Like,
Hey, Jacko, thanks for joining us.
That's not me saying like I think he's the best.
Right.
Like we're not saying the best, just like my favorite.
Yeah. That's why I have like a top 5 or a top 10, but I can't put them in rank. It's one thing I will never be able to do because even your art is good, so it's like it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, RB Silva too. I really liked RB Silva's stuff, and he did a lot of the covers and the Hawks and Pox stuff.
Yeah. What was your last one?
So my last one is actually
this one is also one of my honorable mentions. Yeah. It has to be one of my honorable mentions because the storyline is so good. I love how Benitez does it.
Yeah. So Joe Benitez. Creator of Lady Mechanica, which when he first started it was actually on Aspen.
Yes, that's true.
Comics at one point, but now he self-publishes it under Benitez Productions.
Yes.
And it's another one of those indies that kind of does like a 3 to 5 issue series and then is off for, a few months and then comes back for a 2, 3, 5 issue mini.
That is just so beautiful.
What's interesting though, so this is like book 1, like one of the first books. But one of the recent ones was the first book that I didn't see him. I don't think he did the interiors on. I've noticed on his more recent stuff, he's kind of developed more of a team and stuff. Like there was different writers, there was different artists. He even had a lot more like variant covers and.
Oftentimes there's a lot of dialogue in Lady Mechanica, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, the world building in it is so awesome too. I love this kind of steampunk Victorian style type stuff.
I love that too. Yes, like even look at the art on the back, and just like even the cover.
All right, Matt. Thank you so much for hanging out, brother. Yeah, you said I'll be back in a bit depending on how long you guys roll.
But I think we're just about wrapping up because we don't really have.
Well, we have the top 5, and then we just finished the top 5 actually. I was gonna name my.
Have a good rest of your day, Matt. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we love you. Have a good day. And I got a shout out to. Thank you so much too, man. I posted one of the. And I was just posting like is it crazy that like a facsimile, is like one of the books I was hunting the most this year. Like it seriously is. It was like the top of my list. And he's just like, send me your address, it's yours. I was like, oh my god.
Right? So thank you so much for that, Matt. I know you're probably not still in here, but we do thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, even if he was gone already, I'm sure he'll even watch the replay. He's there. Yeah, I can't wait to send it, bro.
Thank you so much. It's so generous of you, and it's just I love this community, and that's why it's like I'm doing my giveaway of all of these books.
Yeah, I do. We'll probably mention a little bit later too. Yeah, you are going to be doing your giveaway live on Instagram immediately after the show. So
right, I know. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he opens that because it's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's got those sweet cheeks that are just so cute.
I didn't even mention them. I don't think I mentioned even the book, but it's the AF-15 facsimile.
Yeah, AF-15 facsimile.
And like I was telling Matt yesterday when we were DMing, like the thing with that book, the facsimile of that is incredible because those facsimiles are near. I mean, they're seriously near perfect.
Have a good rest of your day, Matt.
All right. Yeah, we don't want to keep you. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. But yeah, so these facsimiles are near perfect recreations. The only difference literally is just that price, like $3.99 compared to 10 cent, 12 cent, whatever. Yeah. And that's just one of those books you don't see even mid-grade that often, you know? Like every time you normally see it, it's definitely normally not in person, and it's normally an image of normally kind of a lower grade. Yeah. But seeing a facsimile that's looks like it's fresh off the presses, like it's surreal. It's almost surreal looking at that facsimile.
It was gonna be right after this show that I was gonna go. I think I'm gonna go live on Instagram and do the generator thing for my giveaway. Because it's it's my 800 follower giveaway. So I will probably go live on Instagram and just kind of record the randomizer so that you guys can all see the winner. And then I'll announce the winner, and then I'll probably send them a DM. But these are the books that I'm giving away. It is Magic Order trade paperback, which I did finish reading, and I love it. It is such a good story.
Your second time
beautifully told. And an honorable mention to interior artist is Olivia
Coipel.
Yeah, Coipel.
Yeah, like, he's incredible.
Yeah, his art is just so he's definitely an honorable mention, along with Fiona Staples.
Yeah,
she's an honorable mention on my favorite interior artist. So those two are definitely honorable mentions, but I am giving away Magic Order, book 1, and then these variants. So probably right after this show, I'll go live on Instagram for the winner. Mm-hmm. And I did just kind of keep the rules simple, like, follows, tag 3 people. So it's if you did the tags, then you were entered. And then we have Dead Eyes 1 and Dead Eyes 2. So I'm super stoked to be giving these away. When I do give them, when we do announce the winner, I will probably get them mailed out next Saturday. So yeah. That's when I'll get the books out to Delphia and when I'll send out the giveaway. So I mean, like, I'll announce the winner and I'll get the address and I will probably ship it next Saturday when I get paid again. Because or if I have the fun, if I can do it Wednesday, I'll try. But if not, it'll be Saturday.
That's crazy. Yapo says you're only 11 followers away from 900 on IG. Oh, I told you to just wait off on the 800 and wait till you hit 1,000 in 10 minutes from now.
I was doing this for the 600 because I did one at 400 and then I was going to do one at 600.
But you hit 800 before you can do it.
Yeah, before you even get... That is so crazy. Thank you guys all so much for following my content. Like, I can't believe I have that many followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Stay Puff. I mean, you're a contributor to that too, because he's
a big part of that.
And I remember when Barbarian Kung Fu shouted me out too, like, a long time ago. I love Barbarian Kung Fu. He's such a good guy. If you're not following him, you should be. Yeah. And he has a page, Barbarian Kung Fu sells stuff.
Well, yeah, he has his regular one.
If you're not following Stay Puff, you need to be.
Yeah, King of Instagram, Stay Puff, 1983.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much on all the followers. I can't believe I have it. So that's why I'm giving these away. That it's like, I couldn't just give away. I wanted to give away books that I had, but I knew I couldn't part with my copy of the books. So I went out and got a copy of new books.
Double buy.
So it's like these I already have my own copy of that I had to go out and buy a new one for it. But I am so happy and so excited to do the giveaway. And yeah, I will. 1K isn't far off. No, that's awesome. Yeah, 1K isn't far off at all.
No, I swear you'll hit it maybe in a couple weeks, if that.
I would. Yeah, it's possible because I do post a lot.
Because you hit 800.
Yeah.
Like a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So I will probably do another giveaway
at 1,000 because I still need to do my 1,000. Yeah, don't do it right at 1,000 already.
I'll do 1,300 because
I have to do my 1,000 still. I'm gonna start.
Or maybe I'll do another one at 1,000.
I'm gonna start. Well, we can do it together.
Yeah,
we can just do a mutual one until it'll be like a bigger one.
Yeah, because you're at 1,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, see, maybe we'll do a mutual one where it's like his and mine for 1,000 because there's a good chance that I'll do another one.
Well, and then like channel wise for our YouTube channel, I don't know our next one. I think I was initially planning like at 500, but our YouTube channel grows so much slower.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I think we're getting close to 300. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We do plan on hopefully doing another Married with Issues giveaway. Because I know we've done one before where we gave away the Omnibus to Fantastic Four, and we gave away a lot in that one, and I know that we would do another one for Married with Issues. We just haven't done it yet. So, once we get up a little more subscribers, we'll probably do one where it's like we announce the winner on
YouTube
on the show, like a YouTube one where it's like maybe post a video of your. I don't know.
Something, yeah, it's a little different, but because we're the other ones for Instagram followers, you're doing it on Instagram for that one, but
yeah,
a couple of my honorable mentions I didn't mention.
Thank you guys so much. Like it's fun. I like interacting with everybody, and that's what I really like about Instagram is. Mm-hmm. Before Instagram, I always loved taking photos and showing my photos. That now that I have Instagram, I love it. I like it so much more than Facebook.
Well, you were even Instagram shy.
A little bit.
Even social shy even.
At the beginning, yeah.
I mean, you're that shy that you were even like social media shy, like
yeah,
like when I first was like starting to discover the community and everything, and kind of like wanting to get back into YouTube and all that. Like I remember you were kind of like not hesitant, but just hesitant because of your shyness kind of thing. Even from that
the first
aspect.
few times he told me to use the hashtag IG Comic Family, IG Comic Community, I'm like, but I don't know these people. Like,
I'm like, well, comment on them, get to know.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know anybody. Why would I use this hashtag if I don't know anybody? And then next thing I know, I'm getting to know Sean and Stay Puft, Matt and Russ and everyone, and I'm like,
just blew up. Yeah.
It is. And so now on every single one of my posts, I always do Comic Family and Comic Community. And it's really awesome. So
yeah, a couple of my honorable mentions: Marco Cicchetto, for sure. God, I really wish I could put him on my top 5. Ryan Otley, like I was saying, hometown hero. Dexter Soy, whose work on Batman and the Outsiders right now is incredible. Clayman, Ivan Rice, Simon Kudransky. I really like his stuff. More recently on Spawn, but also the stuff he was doing on the recent Punisher series that ended. He's got a different style, and I can see how it's not really for everybody, but it's pretty dope some of the times.
I agree with you, Puff. It was Sean. I was worried doing my first YouTube video. Now I can't wait to do the Saturday show. I love watching your Saturday show.
Yeah,
we weren't able to catch it today because there was a delay. And like I had to go cash my check for my tax return that was supposed to be as an account deposit, and then the banks last week were open on Saturday, but because of the whole coronavirus thing, they closed on Saturday. So we went to the bank location, it was closed. Went to another one, it was closed, and we're like, they were open last Saturday, and then we ended up just going to Walmart where they were able to cash it, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then we were able to go do what we needed to do, but
yeah, we had a bunch running out to do. So real quick,
you're good, Kachun. Thank you so much for watching us, though. We enjoy your content too. So if we do the comic glories, we need to talk with Matt and have like Duffy and Kachun do it too.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
I think when Matt said that, he said that like 4 couples would be on it. Is that what he said?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know how many couples, but that would be fun.
Yeah, Yeah, it's interesting because that's a whole new dynamic that can like kind of change some rules around. Like I don't know, it would
be fun. I'm super stoked.
But yeah, okay. So with this being issue 52 of the show, we don't need to deep dive into it or anything like that. But just kind of looking back at the new 52 of DC, which is kind of.
I loved the new 52 Catwoman that I have all in trade.
That's what I was gonna say. So I know it's normally not liked as much. I mean, the Snyder Capullo Batman.
Of couples. There is lots of couples in the community.
Is usually the Snyder Capullo Batman is usually the one that you normally hear about that people. That was kind of like the only one that people liked. While we have it, since we got back into collecting once the new 52 was over.
Like Perry. Perry always lurks. Perry is such a good person to follow too.
Yeah, Perry's the man. So yeah, like I was saying, so we got back into collecting after, so we've kind of had to go back and buy stuff and read it. And like I said, I'm rereading the Batman stuff. Both of us have read the full Catwoman, which I thought was really good. I did like it. And then the other one that I'm gonna start, I haven't really heard too much on, but it was Gail Simone, right? The Batgirl.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Gail Simone.
Yes. That's what it was gonna be.
And then we do have the Jeff Lemire Green Arrow hardcover. So it was during the new 52, but it wasn't the full run. Jeff Lemire just kind of had a smaller. I think if you have the full like trades, I think it's just like book 2 or 3 or 2 and 3 or just a little chunk there in the middle.
Yep.
So we do have some more of the new 52 stuff to read and kind of get into, but. I mean, what we have read of it, I mean, I don't really like hate it or anything, but
it's good.
I could see where people did have problems with it though, because it was when a lot of the titles at DC were like were kind of the numbering was kind of rebooted for the first time.
Right.
I believe like Batman and Superman, it was kind of the first times that they had ever really been renumbered, and I think a big part of it was...
I don't know how you do that, but I learned.
A big part of it was kind of changing. I mean, a lot of people thought, the way I understand it, it seemed like a lot of people hated them changing their heroes too, you know?
Right.
Some origin stories were changed, and it's... I don't know, it's kind of interesting though, because like Marvel with the Ultimate Universe, that's kind of what it was. Bendis was kind of just retelling, which again, that's another thing, is I'm finally trying to get into reading the Ultimate stuff, but...
Yeah. I haven't been reading too much. I need to read more. You're giving me a look. What am I doing?
You're giving me a look. That's why I'm giving you looks.
No, I'm not giving you a look. I adore you.
You look like you're like... The look that's telling me, it's like you're standing there. You didn't watch Wild at Chappelle Show, huh?
No.
But like the wrap it up box, like it's a box like when you hit it, it plays like the music, you know, like the symphony music, like on the Oscars and everything, like when people are giving a speech thing, how the music starts playing, like it's like, hurry the F up and get off the stage, like they're trying to like close them off, you know, like wrap it up.
It's been over an hour.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Married life be like, man.
Right?
That's married life be like.
But yeah, like I said, like
I missed the New 52. I wasn't collecting then. Yeah, we weren't collecting then either. But we do have a lot of the New 52 in trade. I have the full Catwoman New 52 in trade.
Yeah, there is like a lot of stuff like we still have to go back and read.
Yeah. But I do want to thank you all for joining us and hanging out with us today. It's been a great show. It's been awesome conversating with all of you and showing you our pickups and finds that we found and got. And we're still supporting our LCS the best we can.
Yes, that was like the main thing about going out, like just doing what we can, you know, like what we could.
Because I mean, other than that, we do stay home. They do have sand
sanitizer?
Yeah, hand sanitizer. Sanitizer.
Sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer there too. So it was good. But yeah, we're still definitely trying to support our local LCS because it's hard times. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But we do want to thank you all for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us for the past hour. It's been good.
Yeah,
I'm glad we did it. I'm glad to announce the winner here soon because I don't even know who it is yet. It's going in a randomizer.
Yeah. So immediately following the show, soon we're gonna. You're gonna go on Instagram Live, like right now, like right as soon as we're done, right? We're
probably yes.
Yeah. So
thanks, Puff. It's been great.
Yeah. So if you guys have already entered. Hop on over to Instagram.
It's a Vogue Vulcan.
Every damn time.
I don't know what it is. I'm a Vulcan.
All right, love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you on the next one.
Live long and prosper, all.
May all your issues come true.
Take care.